today I got a new drawing challenge that I need to complete, which is drawing LaMelo Ball in 5 different art styles. And this is gonna be tough because I'm aiming for this to be my best NBA piece I ever made so far. But man, we got a stacked lineup of styles to get into, so sit back, grab a snack, a drink, and let's hop into the first style. We gotta get started.
They act like that.
Now listen, before we get more stylistic and silly with the styles, I want to ground things in reality, so that's why we're going to start off with a semi-realistic look. If you notice, I'm actually drawing his NBA roster picture to be more specific. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually excited to get started with this. Now, I'm sure this isn't too much of a surprise, you know, especially seeing how popular LaMelo is, but there's a ton of comments asking to draw him. You know, along with that too, I have drawn him previously in the past, you know, maybe like 3 years ago. And my issue with these older drawings that are right in front of you, I didn't like how they turned out. You know, especially this one right here. I didn't like this one at all. Almost, you know, didn't put it on camera. I didn't want to. So, you know, I'm kind of gonna treat this new drawing here almost as a redrawing, an update for those older pieces. Now, I'm gonna discuss more of this later in the video, but I had like a really good list of like different styles to choose from, and I'm gonna need y'all's help later in choosing for future videos. But things are starting to come together nicely, so I'm gonna go ahead, grab my markers, and I gotta add some colors.
Take a bow on these haters like I'm Trey Young.
Like I said, this is semi-realistic, but initially I was gonna make this in Grand Theft Auto style. You know, GTA 6, that was my initial approach, but I needed more colored pencils to pull off that GTA look, and I'm kind of running low on them at the moment, so I had to steer away from that. But you can see we got the first LaMelo done, so now we can get a little bit more stylistic with him.
They act like that.
Now for the second style, I wanted to go with the anime look, but I decided to make it more specific to Dragon Ball Z. You know, obviously rest in peace Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball. Legendary, just a legendary creator, bro. You know, back in the day when I first started my YouTube channel, like 2017, 2018, I used to draw the Dragon Ball Z style like all the time. It was literally like my go-to. Like virtually, it feels like almost every artist I watch has drawn like some type of Dragon Ball Z, like drawing character on their channel. It's a classic. But it has been a minute since I've drawn in this style, so you know, go easy on me. You know, don't go too hard. I think I used Vegeta as a reference and then, you know, obviously adjusted it to make it look more like LaMelo.
Back up on my grizzly on my bar. Yeah. Ask me how I'm doing awesome.
But this year, you know, this year specifically, I am gonna start practicing more anime styles, dropping more like anime themed content. You know I say that all the time, but I swear, you know, I'm getting more into it. You know, I started some new mangas and everything, so you can expect to see some new type of content. But back to this drawing, we're making some good progress.
Way to turn out. Thought it was forever, but relationships and turn out. And I'm sick of trying, man. I start to feel the burnout. People come and go. That's a lesson that I
y'all know LaMelo plays for the Charlotte Hornets. And I was happy with that too, because I like their uniforms. I think they got some of the best uniforms in the league, and I really wanted to color the different variations, different types of uniforms they have, so I was excited about that.
Yeah. Ask me how I'm doing awesome. Yeah.
And you can see what this LaMelo came out like. This next style is gonna be completely different.
They act like that.
So I'm gonna go for a toony type of look, you know, just a more playful vibe, because that's kind of how he plays in his games. You know, LaMelo plays laid back, loose. It almost looks like he's on the playground just having fun, so I wanted to capture that stylistically and add it to the paper. You know, the one big thing I learned doing these styles videos is like in the past I would draw the NBA players emotionless, you know, straight face, looking straight ahead, but now I kind of try to make these look, you know, almost like an expression sheet, like with a range of different emotions across the different styles. And that definitely makes the overall piece look more interesting, engaging. It kind of brings the drawings to life more, you know? And as I'm working on this style, I did have a full list, full list of different stylistic approaches that I was gonna try to choose from. I got it on my notes app. I was brainstorming, typing, thinking of old styles that worked in the past and try to bring in some new ones too, try to change things up. And as always, if you guys get suggestions for styles you want to see in the future videos or stuff you want me to bring back, let me know in the comments. But continuing on with this. Now for the coloring, listen, I'm not blending, I'm not doing the cell shading, I'm just laying a flat color. Just doing a flat color for this style. Now you can see we're 3 styles, 3 LaMelos in, but I saved some of the surprise style choices for later, so let's get into it now.
They act like that.
So Intergalactic, if you don't already know, is an animated movie on Netflix, and the art style in it, listen, it's top notch. Really, really crazy art style. And it's slightly, slightly similar to Spider-Verse, but more painterly, rough looking, if that makes sense. So I threw it in the mix here, but no guarantees on how it's gonna turn out. I'm not too experienced using it. Oh, but this is important too, before I forget to tell you guys, the next NBA theme video I make is more than likely gonna be drawing NBA nicknames in different styles. I kinda got an idea of the nicknames I'm gonna pick, but if you guys have a suggestions, if there's a nickname you really, really wanna see, leave a comment, let me know. For the nicknames, I'm probably gonna go with the Black Mamba for Kobe, Greek Freak, I'll probably throw in Dame Time, the Claw for Kawhi, and possibly Babyface Assassin for Steph Curry. I know I did that before, but I might throw that in, I don't know. Let me know if you wanna see it, cause I'll be looking through them. There's a little bit of polishing up I gotta do, just a few more tweaks here and there. You can see how this one turned out. Not gonna lie, this is probably the first one that I don't like out of the lineup.
They act like that.
So you can see I already started up this last LaMelo in a goofy art style. So let me add in the details and I'll fade to the reveal of all 5 styles. But as always, man, we're closing in on 350K, so make sure to hit the bell and the subscribe button, but let's get to the reveal. So we got the starting 5 of LaMelos all lined up right here after 2 weeks of work. Now personally, I like the first 3 styles the most, but y'all let me know which one came out the best, which one you like more. And one more thing, if you enjoy the NBA content, I got some other super similar videos lined up right here in front of you, so check them out if you got some time. But thank you guys for watching. New content coming real soon, so please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm out.